Hello everyone, myself Nilima Gite, lecturer in KK Bagh Polytechnic Nasi. I welcome you for a video session on topic life cycle of thread. In this video, I will be discussing about life cycle of thread, that is how thread will be created, how it will be processed, and finally how it will be terminated. So if you see, this is a diagram which shows the life cycle of thread. So in this diagram, a thread, it enters in 5 states like newborn, runnable, running, blocked and dead state. Now why here different states are used during thread lifetime? Because as we know, multithreading is a multi-threaded environment where multiple threads are executed concurrently, and at a time only one thread can access the CPU. So when multiple threads are ready for execution, in that case one thread will be in an active state and the other threads will be in some other states. So let us discuss each state in detail. So the first state is newborn state. So after creation of thread object using thread class, the thread is born, which is also known as a newborn thread. In this state, the thread is not scheduled for running, but we can do two things. One is we can start the execution of thread using start method, then the thread will enter into the runnable state, or we can stop the execution of thread using stop method, then the thread will enter into the dead state. The next two states are running and runnable. So runnable thread means the thread is ready for execution and it is waiting for availability of the processor. That state is called as a runnable state. So the thread will join the queue of threads that are waiting for execution. If multiple threads are stored in a queue and if all the threads are having equal priority, then there are some slots given for each thread its execution, and based on round robin scheduling algorithm, that is first come first served basis, the threads are executed. But if the thread is having higher priority than the thread which is ready for execution, then the thread which is ready for execution, it relinquishes its control and the CPU will be available for the thread having higher priority. The next state is running state. So when the processor has given time to the thread for its execution, then it is said to be in a running state. The thread runs until it gives control to its own or it is preempted by a higher priority thread. In a running state, a thread may give its control in any one of the situations, like thread can be suspended using suspend method. So later on the execution will be continue using resume method, or a thread can put in a sleep mode using sleep method, where a time duration is given in millisecond, and when the thread is in sleep mode, in this case the thread is out of queue during the time period, or thread can wait until some event occurs using wait method, then its execution can be continue using notify method. Then the next state is blocked state. So when a thread is prevented from entering into the runnable state and subsequently in a running state, then it is said to be a blocked state. So this happens when the thread is suspended, sleeping or waiting in order to satisfy certain requirement. So when the thread is in block state, the three methods are used to suspend its execution. The first method is suspend, where a thread is suspended until the resume method is called. The sleep method will be used to suspend the thread for a certain period of time. When the time period is finished, again the thread execution will be continue. And the third method for suspending a thread is a wait. When the certain event occur, in that case the thread will be suspended using wait method, and again its execution will be continue with the help of this notify method. If you see here, yield method is used, which is from running to runnable. So this method will be used to relinquish control of a thread which is in running to enter into runnable state. And the final state in life cycle of thread is a dead state. So when the thread ends its life using run method, then the death of that thread is called as a natural death. That is, when the thread execution is completed, then the thread will enter into the stop state or the dead state. The second way to stop the execution of thread is using stop method. In that case, we can call that the thread is killed by using a stop method. So this is for a life cycle of thread. When the thread it goes into its lifetime from one to another state, in that case various methods of thread class is used. So if you see this diagram, in this diagram the thread class methods are used like start method, stop method, yield method, then suspend, sleep, wait, resume, notify. All are the method defined in thread class. Thank you very much.